What's up, y'all? It's y'all boy J-Indianajones, Mr. J-Indy Intellect, coming to y'all with another spit. I got the big homie. Introduce yourself, bro.
Atlas Magnus, what's up?
You got Atlas Magnus, me, J-Indy and Atlas Magnus. About to, you know what I'm saying, just do what I do. Shit, dropping shit. But, how y'all doing today? It's beautiful June 20-something.
23rd, 2020.
23rd. Summer solstice just happened. This new moon that we had on Father's Day. At the same time, the eclipse, the solar eclipse, not seen on this part of the world, but seen on the other edge of the world. But hey, did you hear that conversation earlier when we was talking about Christopher Columbus, and he was like, Christopher Columbus believed that the Earth was flat before he came over here, right?
Most
everybody
flat
knew
earthers then.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. But it was funny how he said that, and for the people that I've talking to that used to, when I first got into learning and understanding the Earth and how it's laid out, a plane, you know what I'm saying? When I first got that information and used to talk about it, everybody who I grew up with and what we grew up with, that we on a globe, because that's what they teach us in school, right? So, they coming to me with that, which I would consider rhetoric, but they coming to me with that. And I just don't understand it. If I know it and if I was taught it, but if I'm telling y'all, oh no, the Earth is flat because of this, because of that, and y'all trying to tell me, no, it's a globe because this is that. Everything that you telling me, I already know because I learned that. I'm telling y'all something different. So I'm just like you who believe that it's like this, like a ball because of this, because of gravity, all that. I'm believing that, right? But then now I'm coming to you and telling you, hey, I got some facts that it's doing this. And that belief was just a belief, but it's a fact because of this. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm doing. Why don't y'all know everything that y'all trying to tell me to prove your point? I already know it. So what's the point of even trying to tell me? I learned it just like you did.
it's knowing and belief becomes fact when you can prove a belief, but something can always be seen from another angle.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's cosmos, nanocosm, microcosm, macrocosm, megacosm, all that. You know what I'm saying? Then there's an ultimate, which is all in all.
Yeah.
See, I could take and twist something, say, all right, the Earth is flat. From where I'm standing at in Omaha, Nebraska, in Benson Park, everything looks flat to me.
Mm-hmm.
But you said something at the beginning of this. You said on the other edge of the world. Well, we on the edge of the world too.
Yep.
Because it's round.
Yeah.
We was able to prove that by going up into space, actually traveling around this mug. So now that's a fact. But if you don't want to believe that, then the Earth is flat. I mean, you looking at from the ground.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying?
Now look at it, yeah.
So and
that's all perspective from eyesight.
That's how we understand it when we first start walking on this mud.
Yeah.
It's flat. If you believed the world was round, you would, at that age and level of understanding, you would be thinking, well, why ain't we falling off of it? Every time I try to put something on top of a round surface, it will fall off.
Now, okay, now going off of that, now could we say this? If you on Earth, it's flat. If you not on Earth, it's round. And then check this out. Now, when we talk about round and we talk about flat, anytime are we saying ball? Because the globe is a ball. To me, I'm looking at a penny and it's flat and it's round. You see what I'm saying? This is flat and it's round.
See, actually, the world is a sphere. See, the world can't be played.
You said can't be played?
It can't be played.
Okay.
And something that's a ball is something you play with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you don't call a globe a ball. You call it a globe because it sits on the desk. You don't play with it. You just find points on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A ball, you can throw it. You can roll it. It has an objective within a game. But the world is not to be played with. So it's a sphere. I'm just speaking technical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But and then there's levels of understanding. Going back to what you were saying, like if you're a child and you're on the ground and you see the world flat, the world is flat, but you may not realize the fact that it is round also. Once you go
and when you said sphere, and it's perfect, because now we're talking about the Taurus sphere. The Earth, right? Yeah. So the Taurus sphere. So now we talking about the Taurus sphere, which is a field. You know what I'm saying? And that field is a field of energy.
Exactly. Not only are we being pushed around by outside energies, but we're also being fed and fueled by energy from within.
Exactly.
It's the nickel inside of the planet that causes it to spin. Besides the sun and the other planets. What happens is that nickel inside of our planet is so hot that it's polarized. It's not just like a melted round ball within. It's polarized. So now it's feeding the magnetic energy of the Earth. Basically, what it is. And they had, in ancient times, figured out how to get energy and use these different things and forces that work on the Earth from within the Earth. And that was the reason for pyramids and all these other different things that they're finding now that people were able to use.
Yeah, just using the free energy.
Yeah. And
the free energy of the world.
It's been available for us since the beginning of time. It created everything.
So, but the only thing out of everything you just said, the whole spinning motion, the only thing that I know that spin is the sky, though.
Well,
maybe under the flat surface that we on, but you see what I'm saying? Maybe like this, but this part is stationary. We walk on.
Yeah.
The part we walk on is stationary, but the sky spins, and I can also say under the stationary part we're on is also spinning as well.
Yeah, exactly. That was what I was coming to with the.
And we live in the middle part of this double. You know what I'm saying? Left, right, and maybe that's why we got good, bad, negative, positive. You know what I'm saying? Yin, yang.
There's a lot going on with the strength of the energy of the universe, you know what I'm saying? And being on Earth, if you do the math of the circumference of the Earth, and then you think, divide that by 24, that's how fucking fast we moving per hour. So then we just think of it like a bubble inside of a bubble is inside of a bubble. The first bubble would be us, I suppose. And then the second bubble would be our atmosphere. And the third bubble would be our solar system. And then there's another one called the galaxy. Because that...
the galaxy flat too, because it's around this. It's a flat disc, just like the penny I showed.
Yeah, and all of these forces are working together, but doing their own individual thing that happens naturally for them, and it's all generating around one center that we can't even possibly weigh, or we can give a good guess at what this is doing, you know what I'm saying? But they haven't figured it out, and I was just
about to say, it's amazing what we're doing right now, though, because basically what we're doing is merging a flat Earth and a globe to an ultimate, you know what I'm saying?
To try to see the biggest picture.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because we know the left and the right wing of it, and then that's all they always be. We come on, man, we got to get, and like we was talking about killing too. That's what we was talking about when we was talking. But yeah, we got to get back to the basics of stuff, y'all. Like, the left and the right this is what we are currently on Earth right now, with y'all COVID, with y'all rioting, with y'all social injustice, whatever, police brutality. Y'all doing left and right the whole time with y'all election stuff. Y'all doing, come on, man. Stop playing, man. Y'all see how easy that was?
This is a great divide, man.
Y'all see how easy that was? And there's a lot of us that's like this, that can easily take two things. And look, and you got two neutral brothers right here too. You see what I'm saying? We already in the middle. You know what I'm saying? We've been trying to balance and get as much balance as we can because balance is key.
When it comes to like the social injustice is what I call it, because there ain't no justice in that shit. It's just a matter of being able to pull your popularity together with a message. You know what I'm saying? It's basic marketing on a scale that's political. You know, so if you got a lot of people on your Facebook, you can keep feeding them the same information, whether or not it's true, they're gonna ride with you. You know, because they a fan of yours or whatever, and you can easily aim that at a lot of different things and cause a whole bunch of turmoil for people for no reason. That's the reason why I don't even mess with social media.
Okay, yep.
If you get a message from social media saying the Atlas Magnus, it ain't me. Because I just don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
And I like to deal with people on a personal level because then you can see if they get it or not.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And text messaging, I don't do much of that neither, man. I want to hear your voice on the phone so I know you paying attention. I know I can hear your struggle in the background, whatnot. You know what I mean? And that's the reason why I only talk to real people, because drama field shit just rolls. You know, it just keep going.
Man,
I ain't feeding that fire.
Big facts. That's big old facts, man. Yeah.
I'll be one of the worst of them, man. Once you see me in action, it's on. I mean, I'm put it to you straight up.
So check this out. In Omaha, at a company called Oriental Trading, I just got the word today. I got the scoop today. I guess it happened yesterday, and it might not. It might have happened before this, but I know that. I'll just say the story from what I know it. The guy, one of the managers at Oriental Trading, went to work, and somebody left a noose on top of his desk. So I don't know if it's on the news, which it probably should be, but he reached out to the Black Panther Alliance or the society, or like the allegiance or whatever, the Black Panthers, you know what I'm saying? And I guess they're trying to get a chapter out here in Omaha now. Or the guy who's already like kind of linked in with them, they trying to build it. You know, they trying to build a Black Panther chapter out here. They looking into this story right now because it just happened here in Omaha. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just waiting to see a noose out here on the tree because I heard it's been going on. See, this is the media, and if I don't see it, I don't know it. You know what I'm saying? But just something close to home that's right here, I know it. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah, they put a noose on somebody's car in NASCAR too.
Yeah, I seen that one. I seen that NASCAR driver one. Yeah, I seen that one. See, and that's why I'm saying everybody doing this noose thing directly after a few people just already been hung just mysteriously. You know what I'm saying? All of them wasn't black. One was Hispanic, I know of, but majority all was black people. But or colored people, I'll just say, because that term, when you go down to the Constitution and law and the people who gave y'all this word black in the first place as a color.
Black is not a color.
Exactly. So you see what I'm at with it, like, yeah. So and we gotta just go back, man. If y'all want to take over anything, y'all have to take over it by destroying first. Every like I said before, y'all see this nose, right? Come on, man. I'm native, right? So, or what they would call natives. Native to the land, right? So native to the land, I go back to Chickasaw, but I still got the slash Yazoo there. Yazoo tribe was wiped out before settlers even made it over here. So if they got wiped out, that means it was a war going on. A war for what? To take over the land and get rid of people probably who was a problem. You know what I'm saying? Or it could have been the problematic person taking over some land. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Yazoo was probably doing. They was probably that. Well, yeah, they did do that. Yazoo did go around to the Nachis, another tribe that started with a J. They also used to get the giants. They said it was giants that used to build crops and vegetation and stuff. They said Yazoo was problematic to them too. Yazoo was just like, well, we out here, you know what I'm saying? So they got wiped out, and bottom line, Chickasaw and Choctaw teamed up, took over, got rid of the bad guys, and took over with the kids and the women and brought them into the Chickasaw tribe. But all in all, I'm just talking about the whole part of, if you want to take over something that's been going on and is wrong, you have to fight for it. So Martin Luther King did all that social talking, walking, you know what I'm saying? 3 months before he died, he stated that he led his people astray, going about it socially first, besides economically first. He was leading his people into a race to talk and to be friends with everybody before everybody got wealth first, before they was able to become friends. And that's what he did. And currently where we at right now, the people who was left with the wealth still, same system still, because the Constitution was there. A few people in one room saying we the people. A few people in one room saying we the people. Like, come on, people. Come on, people. Y'all want to take something, y'all got to take it. It's going to have to be that. It's going to have to be that. You want something, you're going to have to take it. Until then, you living under their system. It's their system. It's always been their system. Who? Them few men who was sitting in that room. And they always very wealthy, too. They always very wealthy. Yeah. Those are wealthy people. They was getting 100 acres and all types of stuff. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's crazy. That new stuff, though. What would you do if you found a noose in your yard? Or when you go to work, somebody left you a noose? How would you handle it? Socially? On Facebook? On Twitter? Social media? Social media? Social media? You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, are you going to handle it on that?
Like I said, I do voice phone calls, and if it cracks, I put it to you straight up. That's it. Step outside of the lines, I'm going to talk to you. But if I can't talk to you and you don't see where I stand, respect it, or at least get the space between us, you can't respect it. It'd be some kind of damage.
I was just listening to this Nipsey song. And y'all know I ain't, Nipsey, All right. Anyway. I just played it too. I was just listening to a Nipsey song. Fam was like, they don't listen till we start burning buildings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. He was like, would you like it? How about we just go ahead and kill your children? You know what I'm saying? Should we just go ahead and kill your children? Would you prefer us to just kill your children? You know what I'm saying? He kept going on with burning buildings is the only way y'all would listen. But that don't even work. Should we just go on off and kill our children? Because y'all hanging us. And the police is killing us. Police, first objective of the police officer, before it was called a police officer, because police officer was a branch. It was supposed to be the good system based off of the old system. Police force is the good system based off of the old system. Now, slave owner and slave master is two different positions. Two different positions. You could be a slave owner, right? But who you think is out making sure ain't no slaves running around? Who you think is out capturing them? Who you think is the ones making the sales? The slaves masters. Who you think the one is making sure that you got count of all the ones you supposed to have on your land? Slave masters. That's where the police force was created from. No matter how much you dilute it, you got to take it down and start something different. Crazy. You won't change. You got to take that one away and start something different. You won't change. Literally. Think of communication. Think of how they're expanding our communication, like the cell phones and stuff. At first, they just had like phones that was connected on cords and all that stuff. You see what I'm saying? All the phones with the things you got to turn dial all like that. And there's probably older phones than that, you know, suction cups. And you see what I'm saying? Look at how the phones change. Look at them now because they computers. And guess what? They're making them smaller or bigger or making it a different type of way, a computer. And guess what? Now, since they got the 5G technology, wait till all this robotic AI stuff continue to come out. And they already got it stacked on top of each other ready. They just marketing it and making money and putting you more down in shackles and making you in bondage and making you love it more and making you more dependable on it more. That's why they ain't rushing it all out and giving you everything all like boom, boom, boom.
They already got all kind of robots.
Yeah. And just wait till the robots. Wait till Transformers start. You know what I'm saying?
Some of the new technology is so out of this world, you think it's magic.
I'm telling you. Well, and that's the thing it is because it's magnetism.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna go into all that because high science is what it is. You know, it's a higher way of thinking.
Exactly.
It's just like I was saying earlier, from the ground. Once you go up high enough, you realize this motherfucker is round, man.
Yeah. So there you go. So this your boy J-Indyanajones and Atlas Magnus.
Yeah. It's
a quick spit. This is what we do, man. Y'all already know, man.
One thing about steps, you know what I'm saying? Stepping, you gotta watch your steps because your soul is in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I be saying that as a joke. People sometimes get it, they don't. And then you think about it deeper. You know, fingers and toes, these are important things, man. I just had a surgery last year on my toe. Crazy shit. Don't ever do it. But, because it crippled me, man. I was like done for a month at least. I wasn't walking nowhere and hurting all the time. But, you know, fingers, toes, you know, when you're on the ground, you stepping on people's toes. Once you get to the top, a lot of motherfuckers start stepping on fingers, knowing just how bad they toes hurt getting up there.
Yeah.
But that's another form of policing I ain't gonna get into because then we'll have to get all the way to the center of it. I ain't recording that.
Well, there you go, y'all, man. We gotta start really coming together and really doing something.
We need to organize topics, conversation, and police that.
Exactly.
So we can get to just one point, real nice and swell, and everybody understand. But you know, since this shit gets ratings, you know, we can just bullshit as much as we want. But it ain't bullshit.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit going on, a lot.
Yeah, and another thing, if it really was a World War III and it didn't happen yet, you know what I'm saying? It's here. You know what I'm saying? It's here.
You watching it build.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's here. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it's definitely in action at this moment, but it's here.
It's a hidden war been going on since the beginning of time.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if this is supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, it's here then. You know, basically for the ones who World War III, you know what I'm saying, the World War III I wanted is here. You know what I mean? Now, we don't know how long it's gonna last. We don't know when it's gonna be at its strongest points, smallest points, but it's here. It's here. So, I mean, peace out, y'all. I'll be back.
Peace,
and we be spitting some other stuff. So, peace, love, and abundance, y'all.